regarding Kevin Spacey and Anthony Rapp's allegation of pedophilia and gay men in general, and blah, 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 blah. Hey, everybody, it's Prince of Queens, and I'm going to do a brief unscripted video because I'm sure everybody wants to hear my opinion, but I don't really feel like actually writing about this because I don't have a particularly complicated opinion about this. If you want to hear my full opinion about gay men and pedophilia, you should look for the video that I made about Milo Yiannopoulos when he was accused of endorsing pedophilia, because I give my opinion about gay men and gay men having underage relationships. Gay men who are men having relationships with guys who are underage, and vice versa, whether or not it's different with straight people or blah, 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 blah. Okay, so one of the reasons, the main reason that really inspired me to make this video was because I saw a blog posting on The Guardian UK, which, you know, is maybe the worst blog that exists, which is actually taken somewhat seriously. You know, I mean, everyday feminism is obviously worse, but people think that The Guardian is a legitimate news site. And Owen Jones wrote something, say, his article was called, "How dare you, Kevin Spacey? You've fueled a vicious lie about gay men." And he's saying that it's basically a lie that gay men are predatory towards minors. And I take a little bit of issue with that because it's not entirely a lie in the way that it does happen. There are gay men who like teenage boys and seek having sex with teenage boys, and it's not just that, it's that there are a lot of, which I touched on in my other video, and if you want to hear my full thoughts on it, please do watch that other video. There are a legitimately large amount of teenage boys, you know, probably 14, 15, maybe not so much as in years past, but who do go out seeking they want to have sex with older men because they don't know how to find a guy their age. And so they're horny, and they do go and try to find sex with older gay men. And I didn't do that personally, and most guys I know, including myself, have primarily been attracted to guys their age or older. Most guys I know date older guys for whatever reason. I don't know why that was. Maybe, I really, really don't know why that was. Maybe because older guys tend to have a little bit more money and tend to be better in bed. And maybe it has to do with the fashion standards of the current year, which, granted, has become a little bit more geared towards feminine men in recent years. But 7, 8 years ago, when I was really dating a lot, it was fashionable in the gay scene to have a beard and be hairy, and that was what was fashionable. And so this whole notion that gay men glorify youth and blah, 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 that's largely an outdated stereotype that came from the AIDS era and had to do with the 1990s. And in the 1990s, people assumed that a young guy who looked very, bright-eyed and clean-shaven and blah, 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 then he didn't have HIV, and that was considered attractive. But that's not really true, and it hasn't really been for a long time. Most gay guys are attracted to hairy daddies. At least, I mean, I don't know if I would say most, but a very large percentage of them are, and those are the type of guys that I generally hang out with. So, yeah, but at the same time, I will definitely admit it would be intellectually dishonest for me to say that there aren't guys that are attracted to younger guys and potentially even minors. That does exist. Now, I think statistically, most pedophiles are straight men, and maybe even there's a lot of straight women who have sex with men that are underage. But I think statistically, gay men are actually less likely to be pedophiles, just as far as I know. That's what I remember, but I don't have the correct FBI database in front of me to say that. Regardless, what bugs me about this, and this is the reason that I wanted to make this video, is of course the left is outraged at Kevin Spacey for being this way, and they're clutching their pearls and saying, oh my God, Kevin Spacey, he's perpetuating a lie. But he didn't perpetuate a lie. He didn't tell a fucking lie. He did something that he did, and it was the truth. He happens to be a pedophile, apparently, or whatever it's called when somebody's 14. I don't know if it's the same as a pedophile, but, you know, somebody who preys on guys that are too young. He's that type of guy. He really is. He can't perpetuate a lie by living his vile truth. Okay, so don't say it's a fucking lie. If you want to talk about lies, you want to talk about lies about gay men? Well, let's talk about lies. Let's talk about the lie that gay men frequently go around sexually assaulting women at gay bars. Like it's something that gay guys just can't keep their hands off of female boobies and putting their hands down their pants, allegedly, and slapping women's asses all day. And women are like, no, stop. And he's like, I can do this to you, and you can't do anything about it because I'm gay. And the bouncer's not going to help you because we're at a gay bar. He doesn't give a fuck about you, you dumb broad. Why'd you come in here? This is the gay triarchy. We're in charge here. Ha 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 ha. Like, that is a lie that has been popularized by the left. And straight people lecture me and say that if I say it's not true, then they're like, how dare you deny female experiences? And I'm like, but it's a fucking lie. It's a lie about my demographic. And people believe it. So I think you guys can probably see my point. Like, okay, I know that there has probably been a few, like once or twice, ever so rarely, maybe a gay guy inappropriately touches a woman and it really does bother her and he didn't know her and blah, 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 blah. Maybe that's happened once or twice. But like this situation where he's like actually forcing himself upon her and it's actual sexual assault, I want to say it just never happens, because why would a gay guy continue to do something that he seeks no pleasure from, even after she said stop over and over? Like maybe he would joke around and then realize that it bothered her and then he'd stop. Okay, but like I'm really tempted to say that it just never happens that a gay guy actually sexually assaults a woman in an egregious manner and keeps doing it even when she's not into it. Right? I just want to say that never happens because it's an absurd scenario to even imagine. However, due to the fact that some gay men, a small amount of them, but some are legitimately attracted to underage guys who are, some gay men are legitimately attracted to guys that they shouldn't be attracted to. There are plenty of situations in which gay men are actually forcing themselves upon young guys, in a very inappropriate manner. And some of these guys might be powerful. Some of these guys might fully be actually raping young guys. It happens. So to say that that's a lie that's stupid, because it isn't a lie. It does happen. But there are lies about gay men, and one of those is that gay men are frequently sexually assaulting women, and nobody cares about that. Like, I mean, I do, and my friends do. Generally, it's conservatives at this point, for some reason, who are defending gay men and saying that that's an absurd rumor. But the left is so concerned with believing feminists at their very word that they will say that gay men frequently sexually assault women, and somehow that's not considered a homophobic lie. And then when somebody tells the truth, or even is a living example of an uncomfortable truth that we don't necessarily want to admit, which is that there are gay pedophiles, then that's considered a lie somehow? Oh my God, it's mind-blowingly cognitive dissonance. It's so annoying. Okay, that's all.